Ladies and gentlemen, Sifuna has shakes and stormed the politics of the country once again. The Linda Moni rally in Nakuru is a rally that has never been witnessed before. And I've always said in this podcast that Sifuna is the new Raila. From the entrance to the church to the public says a lot. And I tell you, whatever Sifuna said today reshapes and changes everything, the future politics of this country. Before I continue with this podcast, revealing to you how what Sifuna said will change the politics of this nation, kindly, if you're watching us for the first time, take a minute of your time, subscribe to our podcast, click the notification bell so that whenever we make such videos, YouTube will automatically notify you. And for those who have been watching us and not yet subscribed, kindly do the same. And by the way, by doing so, you directly support the podcast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's rally was a test. And the results is so clear. For a very long time, people thought that Linda Moni faction was a regional thing. And today's rally in Nakuru says a very different and proof that Linda Moni team has gone beyond the regional perception as people think to a national thing. And I tell you, the choice of Nakuru is a very deep political strategy. You know, when Sifuna started these political rallies, from when he took the rally to Busia, to Kakamega, to Mombasa, and now in Nakuru, it is something that speaks volume. We all understand that Nakuru County is the bedroom of the Rift Valley, the politics of the Rift Valley politics. And when we see such energy, that turnout, that, the huge turnout that people showed Sifuna, it really signaled a different thing. And it proved to the country that, you've been saying that Sifuna is, the Linda Moni faction is being seen as the Luo stroke, the Western thing. Rift Valley had shown and proved the country a different thing. They're saying that we are ready for changes. And Sifuna is a national figure. They're proving to Sifuna that you are a national figure. Look, by the crowd chanting to Sifuna that chukua chama, chukua chama, chukua chama, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, there is deep. And I will reveal to you, I will say categorically without any fear or contradiction, that Linda Moni faction is the real ODM. Yes, this is the real ODM. This is the ODM we used to see. The turnout, the energy, that strength, the mass that ODM used to pull. That is exactly what we are seeing in the Linda Moni team. Tell me, which huge rally have you seen that Linda ground team have ever held and goes on successful like today's rally? You have the answer. Have you ever questioned and wondered the strength that is within the Linda Moni team? Look at leaders like Orengo, Otsosi, Babu, Sifuna, very energetic vocal leaders. These people have that energy, the strength to mobilize the grassroots. That is the politics that ODM has been playing. ODM is a party that is meant for the people. Yes, and this is exactly the script that the Linda Moni team is playing. I tell you, ODM, Linda Moni team is the real ODM. You are aware the internal battle that the Linda ground is currently facing with the government. The other day I told you that those people, the betrayal is real for their camp. And what they thought could work for them is now turned to be a nightmare for them. I tell you, this particular rally is gonna shape and changes everything, the politics, the 2027 politics of this country. I will tell you this way. In fact, Sifuna has built and proved himself. Sifuna is bigger than senatorial seat, ladies and gentlemen. Sifuna is telling us that, I'm bargaining for a bigger thing. The other day, there was a debate, Jalango versus Sifuna. No, that is something we should not have today. That is a debate that we should not even have today. Sifuna has declared and shown us that he's bargaining for something bigger. Sifuna is bargaining for the deputy president. Today, Sifuna has that, that strength, that bargaining power to the opposition side, and he has it because the masses, the number of masses that Sifuna has been able to pull clearly shows. And politics is about numbers, ladies and gentlemen. If today Sifuna is able to pull that huge turnout in Rift Valley, something that a region that had been known to be the side of President William Ruto, it really shows that Sifuna is capable. He has marketed himself, and I tell you, Sifuna is going to be the deputy president. He deserves anyway. In fact, it's much, this debate we're having that, Sifuna versus that. No, that is something we should not have. Have you asked yourself why today's rally was never disrupted by police nor goons? Have you asked yourself? The other day when Babu Wino, fired the government, telling them that, we are coming to Kisumu, we are coming to Nakuru, bring your goons. The state has considered a defeat. Yes, they have considered a defeat. Because even the other day, you remember Sifuna in Tononoka daring the state to fire the tear gas. These people have reached a level where they no longer fear anything. Yes, it also tells us how organized they are. The terms of the security. These people are so organized and they no longer fear. And even the people, the good thing, they have the backup of the people at heart. People move. People are able, to face the tear gas and stand with them. That is the same reason why I'm saying Linda Moni team is a force. There is not just a political party. It is really a force. And it's something that is going to add. And in fact, it's something that is giving the president a sleepless night.